How much have you been able to soak in of out there when you're not training?
Not a whole lot, except that we're driving, a ways to training. So, you get an idea. You get a little bit of an idea. We got a great little, I don't know what you call it, liaison or something. She was really helpful when I flew in, and she told me a lot about. So, I mean, I could learn a little bit, but yeah, not a whole lot. I mean, they don't advise that we go out a whole lot. So, yeah, I guess it's not so safe, and it's not like what we're used to anyways.
Yeah, and Paul mentioned yesterday that there's a difference between fans in Europe, or at least in England, to here. Here, they're a lot more sort of openly passionate. Is it a stretch to say there are similarities to Turkey?
Oh, yeah. No, that's not a stretch. I mean, it's definitely similar. I mean, the things I've seen in Turkey now is, yeah, it's like an extreme passion, whereas in Europe they're passionate about it and they love it, but there's a limit to it, and here there's not really a limit to it, or that's the way I see it.
What have you seen in Turkey that sort of?
Oh, just very fanatical fans. I mean, fans getting so worked up that they'll come right onto the pitch and like with numbers, I mean, you see this happen in England, a guy run across the field and he thinks he's crazy, but no, I mean, that don't happen. That's kind of frequent, where they're stopping games because of fans' actions. It's kind of crazy. So I mean, yeah, it's sort of similar to here. They're also really fanatically loud and in your face, really.
And so I guess, I mean, as a sort of a Canadian player, you're not exactly used to it. I mean, so it might be a little bit of a shock for a lot of the guys when they head out there.
Maybe. I mean, I know we played a lot of games in CONCACAF with the youth national teams and that. I've played in Mexico City where, I mean, that was still to this day the loudest atmosphere I've ever been in. I think there was about 65 or 70,000 in the stadium, and they were all whistling at the same time. It was like something you never, you couldn't hear somebody a foot away from you screaming. It was just that loud. So, yeah, I mean, a lot of these guys are experienced. Some of the guys are younger, newer, and they will be a little bit surprised.
So just from your time, then you might be a little bit prepared for what's coming, right?
Especially, absolutely.
I mean, Argentina's got a lot of pressure under them. They haven't been playing well, and so the fans are going to expect something.
Yeah. Well, that's the good thing about this game is, I mean, we don't have a whole lot of pressure. We're coming to learn. We're coming to put together a good performance and, just build. We're looking for the next World Cup. They're looking for this one. They got a lot of pressure. They're expecting a lot, and for us, we're playing away from home in, obviously Argentina is one of the best in the world, so we don't have a whole lot of pressure on our shoulders.
And so, I mean, yeah, Gold Cup next year, World Cup qualifying starts the year after that. What are you hoping to get out of this game?
It's just experience. Just get the experience in. Every game that we get to play, and especially against such quality opposition, is experience. Macedonia we experienced a few months back, and I mean, you don't forget that. So every game you build a little bit. You build a little bit more, and I think that we got the right idea with this year. At least in 2010, we're getting a lot of these games, and it helps a lot because every game more that I get to play with my left back, with my inside midfielder, and my striker, these are the three guys I'm playing with directly. It helps a considerable amount. So, like I said, this game will help us come together as a team against a quality opposition, and should be fun at least.
And then, just as a fan of the game, how excited are you to walk out there on Monday?
Well, I'll tell you what, Messi, and of course their coach Maradona. I mean, that's incredible. That's something to be able to say that you got to that point in your career when you get to play games like that. So it's going to be a real honor for me to obviously meet Maradona. I've been a huge fan of him ever since ever, and Messi I watch with awe every weekend. What he's doing this season, that's not normal. So it'll be really good, and a lot of I'm just mostly really excited to get out there and obviously put a good performance together.
Excellent. Good luck.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.